Who is every country's Premier League GOAT?
Sunderland's Cana is ahead of Broju as Albania's Prem GOAT. No Algerian comes close to Mahrez as their best ever Prem player. Leeds and Wolves' Helder Costa has to be the Prem's best ever Angolan player. Ligertwood is the best of the three Antigua and Barbuda Prem players in history. There have been some great Argentinians, but Aguero has to be the best of them all. He's the only Armenian to play in the league, so Mkhitaryan has to be their Prem GOAT. Cahill was great, but for his longevity Schwarzer has to be the best ever Australian. Title-winning Christian Fuchs is Austria's Premier League GOAT. Boyce spent 8 years in the Prem and has to be Barbados's best ever Prem player. Gleb is one of two Belarusians to play in the league, and he is definitely the better of the pair. Prime Company and Hazard were world-class, but De Bruyne has been one of the world's best players for years now. He's Belgium's Prem GOAT. Sessegnon had some solid seasons at both Sunderland and West Brom. He's the league's best ever player from Benin. Moreno only played 12 Prem games, but he's still the league's Bolivian GOAT. Dzeko scored 50 league goals for Man City, making him the Prem's best ever Bosnian player. There have been a lot of great Brazilians, but Firmino is the greatest of them all for me. Berbatov is the epitome of class. No other Bulgarian comes close to him. Traoré is the better of the two players to come from Burkina Faso, so he's their Prem GOAT. Berahino has over 130 league appearances, easily making him Burundi's best ever Prem player. Lauren is an invincible and Arsenal legend, making him Cameroon's Prem GOAT. Hoylett played over 160 games in the league for a range of clubs. He has to be Canada's Prem GOAT. Pelé only played 3 matches, but he is still the best player from Cape Verde to play in the league. Sanchez at Arsenal was absolutely world-class. No other Chilean comes close. Sun Jihai played over 100 games for Manchester City, putting him clear as China's Prem GOAT. Angel is still Villa's third leading Prem scorer and the best ever Colombian player to play in the league. Samba has over 170 league appearances and is easily Congo's Prem GOAT. Mulumbu had 6 solid seasons at West Brom and is clear as the DRC's Prem GOAT. Yaya is a legend, but Drogba just edges it as Ivory Coast's Prem GOAT for me. Wanchope scored a half-century of goals in the Prem. He has to be the league's best Costa Rican. Modric will go down as one of the greatest midfielders of all time. He's the Prem's best ever Croatian. Anita played over 100 games for Newcastle. He is Curaçao's Prem GOAT. Only 3 players from Cyprus have played in the Prem, and Roberge is the best of the lot. Cech is a 4-time Prem champion and a 4-time Golden Glove winner. No other Czechian comes close. Like Cech, Schmeichel is one of the Prem's greatest ever keepers and the best Danish player to play in the league. Valencia won 2 league titles with United across a decade-long career, making him Ecuador's Prem GOAT. Salah has solidified himself as the greatest right-winger in Prem history. No other Egyptian comes close. Boom kept over 40 clean sheets in 130 games, putting him above Klavan as Estonia's GOAT. Kapia made the PFA Team of the Year twice. He is Finland's Prem GOAT. Henry is the Prem's best ever player, so he has to be France's Prem GOAT as well. Aubameyang had a great goal return at Arsenal. It's not worked at Chelsea, but he's still Gabon's Prem GOAT. Modou Barrow is the only Gambian player to play in the league, so he has to be their Prem GOAT. With over a century of Premier League appearances, Kinkladze is the best Georgian to play in the league. There have been some great Germans, but Gundogan has to be the best based of individual ability and achievements. Essien is a Prem great and an incredible player. He is easily the best Ghanaian to play in the Prem. Stelios had 5 solid seasons at Bolton, making him the league's best ever Greek player. Roberts made an incredible 220 league appearances. The 2 other Granadan players don't come close. His time at Liverpool has been filled with ups and downs, but he's a Prem champion and has to be Guinea's league GOAT. Kart Call scored 28 Prem goals, making him the best Guyanan player to play in the league. Figueroa played over 200 games across a great career at Wigan and Hull. He is Honduras's Prem GOAT.
Like for part 2.